The thing you mentioned about an AI that can just go out and do something for you that's multi-step, is that a bigger model? Is that you'll make like Llama 4 will still there'll be a version that's still 70B, but will just be you'll just train it on the right data and that will be super powerful? How do like what does the progression look like? Is it scaling? Is it just same size but different banks like you were talking about?
Um, I don't know that we know the answer to that. So I think one thing that is seems to be a pattern is that you have the llama, the llama model, and then you build some kind of other application specific code around it, right? So some of it is the fine tuning for the use case, but some of it is just like logic for okay um how meta AI should integrate, like should work with tools like Google or Bing to bring in real time knowledge. I mean, that's not part of the base llama model. That's like part of a okay. So for llama 2, we had some of that, and it was a little more kind of hand engineered. And then part of our goal for llama 3 was to bring more of that into the model itself. And but for llama 3, as we start getting into more of these agent like behaviors, I think some of that is going to be more hand engineered. And then I think our goal for llama 4 will be to bring more of that into the model. So I think at each point, like at each step along the way, you kind of have a sense of what's going to be possible on the horizon. You start messing with it and hacking around it. And then I think that helps you hone your intuition for what you want to try to train into the next version of the model itself,
Interesting.
which makes it more general because obviously anything that you're hand coding is, you can unlock some use cases, but it's just inherently brittle and non-general.
When you say into the model itself, you train it on the thing that you want in the model itself. But what do you mean by into the model itself?
Well, I mean, I think like the example that I gave for Llama 2, where it's we really, I mean, for Llama 2, the tool use was very, very specific. Whereas Llama 3 has the ability to has much better tool use, right? So we don't have to like hand code all the stuff to have it use Google to go do a search. It just kind of can do that. So and similarly for coding and kind of running code and just a bunch of stuff like that. And but I think once you kind of get that capability, then you get a peek of, okay, well, what can we start doing next? Okay, well, I don't necessarily want to wait until Llama 4 is around to start building those capabilities. So let's start hacking around it. And so you do a bunch of hand coding, and that makes the products better for the interim. But then that also helps show the way of what we want to try to build into the next version of the model.